going to explain you the second lesson. Earlier class I had already narrated you the story of the second lesson, that is the boy who sold the wisdom. So today I am going to start from the text to read the para-wise and explain to you. So first and foremost, the first para tells you about the Nagendra, a boy who was orphan. How did he use his intellectual and how he came up in life. Okay, the first part is Nagendra was orphaned and found himself without a job. He was clever and he had learnt many things by observing his father. One day, he had a brilliant idea. He went into town and hired the smallest and cheapest place he could find and set out a shop. He spent a few nickel coins he had on paper, ink and a pen. Over his shop, he put a placard that said, "Wisdom for sale." All around him were merchants who had large shops. They sold cloth, jewelry, fruits, vegetables and things that people brought every day. Nagendra called out, "All kinds of wisdom for sale, reasonable prices." The people who had come to buy things could not see anything in his shop, but could only hear the words he was shouting. They crowded around and laughed at him. No one brought even one piece of wisdom from him, but he was patient. Okay children, did you understand what was the first para telling you? First para tells you about the story about a Nagendra. He was an orphan. Whom do you call as orphan children? The child who is without parents, who doesn't have a father or mother, who is all alone without anyone to take care. So that child is called as orphan. So Nagendra also was one of the orphan child and he was without any job. He had to look after himself, he had to feed his stomach, he must take care because he was an orphan child. So he was clever and he learnt many things. He was intelligent, he was clever, he learnt many things from his father. So he learnt many things from his father. Who learned many things? Nagendra. Means just looking at his father, just observing his father, he had learnt many things. One day, he had a brilliant idea. What idea it is? One day he got one good idea. Means just looking at his father, he recalled and he recollected, and once the idea enlightened him. Like what was that idea? He went into the town. So first he goes to the town, he sees the smallest shop and the cheapest place because he doesn't have money. He is an orphan. So he sees the smallest shop and the cheapest place where he can find to set up a shop. So he wanted a place where he can set up a shop. So he found a place which is the cheapest place and smallest place and which is affordable to him so that he can buy and he can do his business. So here children, he spent few nickel coins. So he spent few nickel coins he had, and what all things he had in his shop. He did not have any cosmetics or vegetables or jewelry, nothing he had. He had only with him few nickel coins and he had a pen, he had a paper and ink. These are the things which he had with him. So few nickel coins, a paper, pen and ink. Over his shop he put a placard that said, so near his shop, over his shop, he put a placard. So over his shop shop. What are the things he had in his shop? He had a paper, he had some few nickel coins, a pen and a ink in his shop. Oh, and he over his shop he put a play card. So what did he put? He put a play card. You know what is a play card, children? So it is like a card which is hung on the shop. And what was written in that? Wisdom for sale. So on that play card it was written wisdom for sale. So that's all he had. So he hung a play card in his shop and it was written that wisdom is for sale. All around him, so only in his shop he had only these things, that is the nickel, the pen, the ink and the paper, and on that he made a play card and on that he had written wisdom for sale and he hung it on the shop outside. But around his shop there were many merchants. Okay, see them. All around him were merchants who had large shops. So his was a small shop, but there were many merchants who were selling their groceries or things, whatever they were selling, but they had a very big shop. So what are those merchants are? They sold cloth, jewelry, fruits, vegetables and other things. So these are the things what those merchants were selling. That is, they were selling the cloth, they were selling the jewelry, they were selling the vegetables and fruits, which are the day-to-day needs of the human beings. So these are the things which are the needy things, okay, where the people require it. So these merchants were selling these for the sake of the public. Nagendra called out. So now in Nagendra's shop nothing is there. I told you only one play card is there. So what does Nagendra screams in his shop? What does he say to the people? All kinds of wisdom for sale. Means all kinds of wisdom. Whatever type of wisdom you want, I am ready to give you the wisdom in a reasonable price. Reasonable price means which a person can afford it easily. Then it is not required that they have to shell out their money. According to their wisdom, we will charge them. But it will be in the reasonable price, so every person can afford of buying the wisdom from Nagendra. The people could only hear the words he was shouting. So here the people could hear only the words he was shouting. But when they see his shop, in the shop nothing is there. Everything is empty. They crowded around and laughed at him. So the people were coming around, they were coming and buying vegetable, fruits, whatever they want, they are needy things, the cloth, the jewelry. But when they come to Nagendra's shop, they did not find anything and they started laughing at Nagendra. No one brought even one piece of wisdom from him, but he was patient. So people were coming in front of his shop, they were watching him, but they did not buy anything, but he did not lose his patience. He was waiting. One fine day, somebody will come and even my business also will start. That is wisdom for sale. So one fine day means he had trust, he was patient and he knew that he is not going to lose his patience. One day his luck will lighten and he will come forward in life. So the second para, children. One day Babu, a rich merchant's son, happened to pass by and heard the wisdom seller hawking his wares. Wisdom, wisdom of all kinds. He was a stupid boy. He didn't know what was really being sold. He thought it was a vegetable or a thing he could hold in his hand. So he asked Nagendra what it would cost per kg. Nagendra said, I do not sell wisdom by weight. I sell it by quality. So now the next day in the second para, what do you see? One day who comes there to Nagendra? Babu, a rich merchant's son. He is a very rich merchant's son. He thought this wisdom for sale is some of the thing. So he comes to the shop to Babu and what he does it? he passes by, while he passes by from that way, he hears the voice of whom? The Nagendra. Wisdom selling, hawking his wares. Hawking means how others are selling the wares, like that even he was saying that wisdom for sale, reasonable prices are available here. So wisdom of all kinds. So he thought it might be some of the thing. If I give him something, he'll give me something in return. Now if you go to the shop, children, if you give money, whatever things you want, you get it from the shop. The same way here also he thought it might be some material things. Wisdom means it did not flash him. That is not quantity, it is the quality what he is rendering to Babu. See here, children. He was a stupid boy. Who was a stupid boy? Babu was a stupid boy. He didn't know what was really being sold. So he did not know, because it is wisdom for sale, so he did not know what is the thing that is going to get in return. So what did he do? He thought it was a vegetable or a thing, or he could hold in his hand. So he thought it might be some of the commodity which he can hold in his hand and he can take it home and show his father that he has brought something new thing in the house. So he asked Nagendra, what is the cost per kg? So he is asking, what you are selling, the wisdom for sale. So can you measure the wisdom, children? You can't measure. It is the quality of a person, the knack or the intellectual of a person. So wisdom is not measured in any weight. So here this stupid boy, that is Babu, he is asking what is the cost of the wisdom per kg. Nagendra said, I do not sell wisdom by weight, I sell it by quality. Quality means what type of wisdom you want, whether you want for a longer time or a shorter time. It depends on what you are expecting from him. That way the Nagendra is going to charge his customers. Third para, children. Babu put down the nickel and asked Nagendra to give him a nickel's worth of wisdom. The boy took out a piece of paper and wrote on it, it is not wise to stand and watch two people fighting. And he asked Babu to keep it tied in his turban cloth. So what happens next? In the third para, what did you understand, children? Babu put down a nickel. He had a nickel with some coins and also asked Nagendra. What did he ask Nagendra? Give him a nickel's worth of wisdom. Means how much money I am going to give you, how much coin I am going to give you, so much wisdom you give me, thinking that it is something to hold in the hand. So he said, please give me. I have got so much nickel coins with me, nickel I have got, so I am going to hand over it to you. So whatever wisdom you can give, whatever knowledge you get, whatever you have to give, you give it to me according to the worth of the money, coins or the nickel what I am giving it to you. So what does Babu respond to him? So this one Nagendra, he doesn't say anything. He just takes a piece of paper and starts writing on the paper. What does he write on the paper? The advice given to Babu. That is, it is not wise to stand and watch when two people are fighting. So most of the time, children, what do you all do? If there is any fight going on, yes, if there is any quarrel or anything happening, or if there is a group or a crowd, what do you all do? You all rush there and you want to see what is happening there. Okay, you will be eager. What will happen? How will win? All that will be in your mind. So here what the wisdom the Nagendra is giving to Babu, that you are not going to watch when two people are fighting. Means you are going to go away from there. You don't stand and watch. That was the wisdom he wrote on a piece of a paper. And what does he do? He gives that paper to Babu and he tells him to keep it in his turban. Turban means, you know the children, the people, the men wearing a turban on the head. Okay, so in the turban knot, he puts that paper and he goes home. See there. And he asked Babu to keep it tied in his turban cloth. So don't open the paper now. You take this paper, you can go home and open. But now you keep that piece of paper which I have given, keep it in the turban. Babu went home and showed his father what he had brought. He said, I brought some wisdom got a big lottery or something great, something is there in the paper which is luck and change and all, he might have thought. He didn't know what is written in the paper. So he goes home, he tells his father, "Father, I had some nickel, I gave it to, in that in return, what did I get? I got this piece of paper." And the father removes from the turban, he opens the knot, removes the turban and takes the piece of paper and reads it. When the father read it, what does it happen? See there, it is not wise. It is the same thing what was written. It is not wise when to watch when two people are fighting. The same statement the father reads out. Now see the reaction of the father when he gets this message and his son has been fooled by, he thinks his son has been fooled by Nagendra. He took the nickel easily and he gave this stupid wisdom which is of no use. See the next para, children. One more para and continue. He was furious. He screamed at his son, "You fool, paying a nickel for this nonsense. Everyone knows you should not stand and watch two people fighting." Then he went to the marketplace and stormed into Nagendra's shop and scolded him soundly. "You scoundrel, you cheated my son. He is a fool and you are a cheat. Return the nickel or else I will call the police." Nagendra said, "If you don't want my goods, you can return it. Give me back my wisdom. You can have your money back." Gupta, the merchant, threw the scrap of paper at the boy and said, "There, now give me back my money." Nagendra said, "No, you are not given me back my wisdom. You are only returned the paper. If you want your money back, you will have to sign a document saying that your son will never use my advice and that he will always stand and watch people fighting." So did you understand this para, children? So here what happened? Father is angry. He is furious for giving the nickel for the piece of a paper. He screamed at the son and what does he do? He is saying, "You are a fool to pay him a nickel and take this piece of paper," which is nonsense. Because everyone knows whenever there is a fight going on anywhere, when two people are fighting, you are not better, you don't watch. That even for children also, for your also children, your parents might be fighting. Anywhere if the fight is going, if there is any mob, any crowd, don't go, don't stand, because you also will be again caught in that group and all. So all this advice your elders are giving your children. The same thing your father also is saying. When two people are fighting, it is not worth to stand and watch them. So that what is that advice he has given? That is not the advice. It is understood matter that it is true that you shouldn't watch when two people are fighting. Then he went to the marketplace and stormed into Nagendra's shop. Storm means he goes in anger, he forces, he rushes, he takes his son's hand, Babu's hand, and he goes to the market. Gupta goes to the market and what does he do? He starts scolding him soundly. "You scoundrel, you have cheated my son." So he is using a bad word, saying that you are a scoundrel, you cheated my son. It is not true, right, that what you have done, it is wrong, means my son is innocent. So you have fooled my son by cheating and taking away his nickel from him. So he is telling, "Return my nickel or I will call the police." He is threatening whom? Nagendra. Who is threatening? Babu's father. He is threatening Nagendra, saying that if you don't give my nickel back, I am going to call the police. So return my nickel immediately. So what does he do? "Give me back my wisdom. You can have your money back. So if you give me back the wisdom, I am ready to give you the nickel whatever your son had given me. There, now give the money back." Nagendra said, "No, you are not given me back my wisdom." So what does the father do? He removes that piece of paper and throws it away in front of is not the wisdom. That is not what I want. The piece of paper. The wisdom, what I have given it to your son, I want that back. Otherwise, I am not going to return your money. If you want your money back, you will have to sign a document saying that your son will never use my advice and that he will always stand and watch when people are fighting. So what is his advice? Now again another way he has to sign a document. What is the document? Whenever the two people are fighting, the son must stand and watch the fight. There is no other goal. Only then he is going to give the money back. So for earlier he told you shouldn't stand and watch when two people are fighting, and he took the nickel from Nagendra. Now when the father comes and shouts at him and threatens him, he is ready to give back the nickel, but in return the father and son has to sign a document saying that his son will be watching when the two people are fighting. So this is the wisdom which is returned to Nagendra by Babu's father Gupta. The passer-by supported Nagendra, so Gupta readily signed the document and took his money. He was happy that he had been easy to undo his son's foolish bargain. So now all the people crowded. When there was argument going, in the marketplace there were a lot of people. So all came when the argument and they were watching, and they told what Nagendra is saying is right. He has given his wisdom. So now the merchant has to listen what Nagendra has said. He has to give back the wisdom. Then only he will get the money. But at the same time, Babu's father Gupta, he was happy. What he said, it was very easy for me to undo my son's foolish bargain. My son had bargained and he had taken this wisdom. So it was very easy for me just to sign a document to give it and take back my nickel. So that is the way I saved my money. So here I am going to end the lesson. Still the story is there. I will continue in the next class, children. Thank you.